Hello everyone, Phoenix Dragon Girl here, and yeah, this is one of the Minecraft builds that I plan to do, and yeah, so this is just one of just ever since I saw Minecraft, I just wanted to, and all those incredible builds, I just wanted to try making one of my own, and for in this case, I actually want to try making a more of somewhat Chinese, ancient Chinese temple kind of look with a bit of a modern twist. So yeah, here, right here, I decided to build it near. I think what is probably near a swamp. I'm not entirely sure what biome this is, but this is just to give myself a rough idea of how I want the overall look to look. Let's see here. This is a pedola, is it? Or pavilion? I'm not. What the heck is that? Okay, so in this case, I tried to make use of decoration blocks, and this is glowstone. Now, actually, the vanilla one, I didn't quite like how the default glowstone look like, although it does give the necessary lighting I need, but the glowstone for vanilla was very bad. I just didn't like it at all. So I went to look for a texture pack, and I'll leave the link in the description. This is probably out of the other texture packs I've used, one of my most favorite, especially when it came to glowstone, and the quartz and rock textures are good. So yeah, hang on for a sec. Let me just check. Okay. Okay, let's go back. So this is just gonna be about me building stuff that like I'll be doing like building projects on Minecraft for fun. And once I'm done building them, I'll play them without any cheats. But for now, I'm just building things with creative mode because otherwise gathering will take a very long time, especially when trying to figure out how I want the whole thing to look like. So yeah, so this is a bridge I built across a lake that I came across that I managed to find, and yeah, I had glowstones lined up so that when it comes nighttime, I can see. It's a bit laggy. Okay, so yeah, this is the entrance. I plan to build into the mountain and outside of it. I just want to make use of the stuff around. So actually I did kind of spawn a village here, and you can tell I actually didn't expect it to go out that much. Because you know when you download the Minecraft comes alive mod, they let you spawn villagers like this, and it's not the pigmen, it's all these like people, regular people. So actually, this is actually my third world. So I, you know, it's like because Minecraft is still pretty much quite new to me, but I'm getting the hang of it, especially when it comes to the building aspect. So this one, hopefully, this world will be the final one. I try to make my stuff. I should really fix that hole right there. This part actually used to be a mountain, but as you can see, when I spawned a village in, it kind of took out a chunk in not a very appealingly aesthetic, not very aesthetically nice kind of look. So I'll fix that afterwards. Yeah. So for now, I will just go and focus on my build. Okay, so this is the village I spawned, and I actually spawned this village right next to another village I came across, which is right there. That small one you see in the distance. Because I didn't want to have to keep making villages on my own. I didn't want to make villages on my own from scratch, and this really made it faster. So yeah, gosh, why is it so lucky? And yeah, here's my little waterfall. hmm So yeah, and I just like building. So for now, I'm just gonna make the outer area of the temple. Yeah, just reduce the sound. Bring it around like 8, 9. I think 9. I will change. I will make some changes over time, but for now, I'm just trying to get the exterior and the whole space down because initially I tried doing the building. I tried building it from the outside and the front. Then I built the inside, but that didn't turn out quite well, and I found that I had a lot of like extra excess space that I didn't end up using, and it just ended up looking way too draft. So, and like I said, I kind of created two worlds before this. So the second world, sorry, let me turn down the music. Uh, maybe music is okay. So actually, this I'm the second world I made. It wasn't so big, but it was also kind of. I mean, it had a nice size to it, but the house was kind of small that I couldn't really do like crazy architecture change decoration to it, which kind of sucked at some point. But I was like, it was a lot more organized than my first build. Uh, so this one I kind of was hoping that okay, this would be the. I intend to make the roofs of the houses kind of like this, so it will be. It will have a bit of a slightly like a Chinese palace kind of look, and oh, I don't really plan on having it too symmetrical. I kind of like when it's a bit of difference, but the front I will make it a bit more symmetrical. But after that, I'm gonna go a bit crazy on the sides, you know, be adventurous. But okay, so actually these are decoration blocks. I kind of got it from DecoCraft, and I used redstone lamp. Haven't really quite gotten the hang of redstone, but I for now it's good. I kind of got. It gets what I wanted to do done. I do intend to try making some redstone tracks for carts so I can get around because this place is gonna be quite big. And yeah, this is just I'm just building all this stuff, and after when I'm done building, I intend to play in this world with with no cheats, unless it's really necessary, like something came about. But mostly just for the building aspect, I'm just gonna stick to creative mode because it saves time for like gathering. So yeah, we should have some like a bridge maybe around here. I'm sticking to like mostly quartz and stone because I thought just start with like a few accent colors like green and orange because orange is secretly my favorite color, as you can see. in my character. See? Well, that was mostly white. Actually, if I had the choice, I would have gone all orange on my hoodie. See? My tiger hoodie. But it was too much, so I stuck to using white as the hoodie because a white tiger, it, it was more, it wasn't too strong, and letting the bottom part of the t-shirt be, the top be orange, and black pair of shorts and shoes with gloves. Okay, now I think I'll have this part be built out, maybe a little bit in, but built out as well. So for now, for actually for at the time being, I can't really upload a lot to one video, but this is just to start things off as an introduction to what I want to do. And also one of the advantages of building into a mountain is that you just need to level the ground. You don't have to like build your ground up, which can be quite tedious. After from personal experience, yes, that was really tiring to do that. So yeah. Trying to make like a stone bridge kind of look. And I really like how smooth and not too uh, not too realistic it looks, because like I do like a bit of realisticness in my builds for this one, but just not that. Just that I like it gives a bit of a fantasy kind of look. You know, like how some anime characters you like them as they are as cartoons, but when people bring them to real life, you just it I don't know, it just doesn't suit my liking. So yeah, I like if you're a cartoon character, I like you fictional that way, unless you're being drawn even better. But when they are done realistically, it's not quite my thing. So yeah, I should put stairs around here. Yeah, there isn't any. There isn't any quartz stairs, so I have to make use of carpenter blocks. And then I really love how this gives me the chance to like build even more, much more get more detailed into get a much more detailed look without having to build too many layers. Like, because you know how you had to go row by row as just to get those little details, because the blocks can't be like, they're not like this. They're all just one block, so the structure would tend to be a bit bigger, a lot bigger. That's why I like making use of carpenter blocks to give me that look that I want. Yeah. Should I have something along the side? Perhaps. I'll just leave it like this for now. So, give me a like and subscribe if you do enjoy what you are seeing. For now, I'm just building a bridge, and so I won't get a lot done today because, as I said before, this is just an introductory video. For the time being, I'm just gonna put this up to before I have more time to make a longer video with more content, because rendering is quite a bitch, honestly. Excuse the language. Okay, so I'm just gonna do like a rough description of my builds that I did back then. So this was actually my first build. I try starting off with a staircase to lead up into a grand entrance kind of look. So and then eventually I just built on and I started building these green pillars. Yeah, I just thought yeah. So afterwards I started building the gateway, which was it I had to reference some pictures for this because since I don't come across that many people doing temples, I referenced some real life doing I don't really find that many people doing temples in Minecraft. Although when I searched up afterwards in the future, I managed to find quite a couple. But I wanted to, because this is, I was just starting off, I was trying to get a rough idea of how to begin the whole structure. I went for this kind of grand gateway, which I actually really quite like. And I do plan to implement it into my future build. Then the next one, as I continue building, I added all those like white. I don't know. I was really quite proud of the pillars, because I don't know. It's like when when you build something for the first time, you get quite excited. And yeah, so this thing actually took me quite a while. The roof, I wanted to go for a sort of the color scheme. I actually wanted to this, as you can tell, this particular temple was a lot more colorful than my newer one because initially when you see all those colorful blocks, you kind of get excited. So I went for one that was towards the more cool color scheme rather than red, which was what people typically used for temples. Well, at least not all the time, but most of the time they always use red is used. So I didn't quite like red that much. So I like I thought green was more calming to look at. That's why I chose green. And the roof is blue. So yeah, the roof, just for the entrance section, it just took me quite like about 2 days on and off trying to like figure out the whole look for the day. Then afterwards, when I finally got into the indoors, and trust me, when I say that, my first build was a little too big, I really meant it because it took me forever just to build the sides of the thing, and I kind of regretted it. Even though I did have more space to build, but it just took too long just to get the basic foundation down. Like this whole thing, it was lot of changes here and there. I did quite like the window though, but the window position was kind of awkward to me. I like the little bridge. Eventually, I kind of added like waterfall to sort of make it more interesting. It started off with one, then I kind of restructured the whole thing and did this. So there were like two waterfalls coming down at the sides. Yeah, I was quite proud of that. Like I do plan to implement it to my future build. So this kind of like this first world I made was kind of a testing out kind of thing for me to explore the look. And I was kind of going for the I am an emperor and I have many concubines kind of idea. In my case, I don't care if they are male or female, but I do have a concubine section, which was this, and this was kind of like a fountain area, I think. Oh, it was like a hot spring. So yeah, afterwards I kind of went with the I just sort of yeah, so this is at the exterior of the concubine area at first. I As I said before, it was kind of a tryout. I grew excited, especially when I finally got DecoCraft in because I really liked all of the new objects they gave, which kind of gave the Minecraft world a lot more detailed look. So you can tell I kind of went crazy with the window there. Afterwards, I just thought I didn't quite like what I was doing. Although I tried implementing the stands to sort of like go back to the look of like how, I don't know, the temples look like back then, or how try with my own take on it. So yeah, I think I end up deleting that world and just starting all over because I just, especially because I was building on flat ground and I actually wanted to build. I wanted to do a variation in heights, and building land was taking too long for me. I just immediately just cast it away, and I wasn't really sure of my whole planning. My second world was more planned out than my first one, as you can tell. I found an area which had really nice, we had a really nice mix of water and land, and there was even like a nice variation of mountains. And conveniently there was a village nearby, which I kind of, yeah, you know how you get excited about relationships sometimes. Yeah, it just really jumped the gun. So, anyways, I start off with this build. I start off with the entrance. I wanted to go with because I was kind of worried about having random zombies coming into my housing estate, and actually I'm not worried about my character dying. I was kind of worried about my spouse and my kids dying. I said before, I kind of jumped the gun the moment I entered the world. I found a village. It was more of their safety. So this kind of wall was kind of a assurance, but that was just the front. I eventually built on to create like a small little bridge over the lake that was there already, and I built the front. And as you can tell, I really like my stairs. The entrance, I decided to cut down. I decided to make it smaller than my first build. Uh, the front entrance, I didn't like it that much, and but the size was around the same, but also a bit too. As when I built, I kind of realized it was also kind of a bit too squeezy when I implemented all of the stairs in, which you will see right here. And there's my little girl dancing around, jumping. Yeah, I made got a lot more organized here. So I start off with making the staircase to create the different levels before I started. This was supposed to be my greenhouse. Tried planting every single crop I could get. Especially with creative mode, you can get a bit crazy. And here's because I downloaded the Botania mod, I also kind of made I wanted to make a greenhouse, but this is like the station where all of the crafting takes place. And here is my master bedroom where I have lots and lots of love. Joking, but yeah. And for these rooms, I kind of made like an extra corner on top, so it's like a bit like a, what's it called? Maybe a little platform where there's like a miniature area you can just look out a big window and oversee everything. My son's room is, I went with the theme of blue. I made it quite simple actually, but I did quite like it. I made use of a lot of the Mr. Crayfish mod and Decocraft in furnishing the room. And in his little section up there, they have like a play for him to play cards and such. Yeah, so every bedroom had that little platform where they can climb a ladder up to do something else, like a little corner, that kind of thing. And here's my daughter's room, which was, I was kind of experimenting a bit with the blocks on, like, kind of like using them to make much more interesting looking tables on the side. So yeah, she has a little laboratory right there. And as you can see on the side, there's the ladder. It goes up to her little tea party corner, overlooking the outside. Anyways, be sure to comment and some comment in the comment section of about what you want to see, because this is a bit like I'm just planning, I mean just doing this along the way as I build. So if you guys have any ideas of how to improve or what sections I should make, just yeah, just give me some of your ideas and I'll try implementing it into my build. Okay, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.